One night, I denied a man his sexual pleasures. In the heat of his anger, his clothes start tearing, his skin starts peeling, pulling away from his body, and all of a sudden he transforms into this huge, large, monstrous beast. What he does next will shock you. And let me tell you, it's a long story. I hope I start those at the same time. We'll see. We'll see. Take 18, 19, 20, 34. I really hope my camera's filming in 1080p like it's supposed to. Fuck, what if it's not filming in 1080p? What if I'm filming this whole thing in 720p? Good luck. I've got the mic set for this video and the window open. Let's just hope you don't hear the plane and the and the outside shit. Taking the channel back to the roots. I'm still looking at the view. 8 years on this channel. When did I get that camera? Maybe 4 or 5 years with this camera, and I still can't look at the fucking lens. It's embarrassing. I'm gonna need to blow my nose.
Oh, hello there.
It's literally like an alien is trying to come out of my body. Hey, what's up, you guys? Shemar here. So, today I'm here to tell you guys yet another story. So, some time ago, I went on a date with this guy. Today we'll call him Victor. I've been watching Love Victor on Hulu, so it's just in the brain. Went on a date with this guy, and we'd known each other for quite a while. Been on a few dates. We know each other for about a year at this point. Been on a few dates, just mostly hanging at his house or going to eat, Netflix, YouTube, stuff like that. Nothing really concrete. This time though, Victor and I planned a pretty cool day. It was supposed to be pretty chill. We were gonna hang out at his house, order some food. We watched Glee on Netflix. Glee is my absolute favorite mess of a show. So I chose it, and he actually enjoyed it. So we had a pretty cool, pretty chill day planned out. I'd say that's like typical date shit, right? I don't know. I don't really go on many dates. But this one was pretty fun, though. This one actually turned out to be pretty chill, especially the part when he pulls out this, like, large book of, like, blank paper and these, like, fancy-ass art pens, and we just start going to town on some art. Really kind of lame, I understand, but art within a date, for me, altogether, did not expect it to go so well. Like, I'm actually shy as hell, so when it comes to hanging out with other people, no matter how long I've known them, you know, I can be kind of shy, maybe a little standoffish, a little weird. I try my best, but this was pretty fun. We were actually we were vibing, you know. Stop! Anyways, boom, about to end the night, fed, Netflixed, and arted up, and it was such a high note. But somehow it escalated. Somehow the night escalated. My night literally grew legs, walked to the mall, and took itself to the second floor. That bitch headed right for the food court. And don't mistake for a second that my spiritual ass didn't smell this coming from 10 miles away. I did smell it. But boy, was it a shittier smell than I expected. So I'm showing him this song that I like on YouTube, right? And we're laying on his bed, and we're all close. The temperature's getting a little hot. Too long, didn't read. We start fooling around. And it's fun. We're having a good time. So we're there doing that for like an hour or so, having a great time. YouTube autoplays got something playing that's far from the topic of the original video. Like, we were watching music videos at first, and now it's got like America's top 10 wipeout moments on or something, you know?
Real time.
But we're having fun and we're doing almost pretty much everything. And it gets to a point and he asks if we can go all the way. And as much as a party animal as I am, that night I didn't want to. And I told him that. I'm having some personal issues in that area right now that I'm working through. And I explained that to him. I explained that it wasn't him, you know, that I was just working through that. And I was having a great time doing what we were doing. And so he responded with, I don't understand why I'm being punished because of the people in your past.
Wait a minute, hold on.
If I carry the weight.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't want to go too much into it, you know, here on the internet. And I didn't want to go too much into it with him either, but his desires needed an explanation from me, it seemed. So, to over-explain to this man, I explained that I had just been in some situations recently where I had felt unsafe, whether it was sexually or emotionally, and I just had a limit of how much I wanted to do right now. After painstakingly trying to over-explain my simple decision of a no, in the hopes of calming down the sexual beast that sat next to me, after all that, that's when he responded with, I don't understand why I'm being punished because of the people in your past. Now, I get that the man wanted to have sex. I wanted to have sex. We were technically already having sex. And maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. I might be crazy. But I thought that if I had explained that that I wasn't comfortable and why, that we would be good, or that we would at least talk about it, come to some sort of a middle ground, discuss it. No. No, that's not what happened. That is not what had occurred. That is not what had happened. It seems to me that I am a full-blown optimist in my prime. I am a full-blown optimist prime. So he starts fighting me on it. You start kissing me and promise me a good time. I don't understand why I'm being punished because of the people in your past. You can't just control sex because of the people that have hurt you. You don't want to have sex, now I have to suffer. You're missing out on a good guy and a good time. You acted like you wanted to. Dude, after like an hour and a half of combating this with him, I'm sitting next to him and I'm genuinely sobbing. Like I'm full out crying in front of this man. He has me going crazy. Like, is it really actually my fault? Like, am I being an awful person for not giving it up and for being too emotional? Should I just go all the way with him? I think when I thought that, that's when I knew I was thinking all wrong. So like immediately the sobbing dries up because I'm getting mad. I'm fucking livid. Here goes yet another man. Got me questioning my heart, like my own heart. It's fucking gross. So at that point, I'm about softer than the butter he left out of the fridge overnight. Definitely not attracted to him in that moment. And I'm about ready to head out. So we smooth things out with YouTube and a couple of jokes for about 10 minutes or so. And then I headed out. I think after the story, I was just mad. Body temperature literally rises. Like yeast. It almost feels anamorphic, you know, like the book. Genuinely though, like the way men like that do that. It's like they are human beings. They are. But one small trigger and all of a sudden they're turning into a wild animal right in front of you. And whether that animal wants sex or the animal wants you dead, well, that's up to the animal. And you got a choice. You can lay down and get eaten, or you can go toe to toe with a hungry lion. It's like risky and dangerous, you know. I don't think I had much strength in me that night, but I definitely didn't want to be eaten. Right, it's a very tough choice. I just explained all this because I felt like that I couldn't say no. Like I did say no, and it took a lot, way more than it should have. But after all that, I still felt guilty. Definitely just always been a people pleaser. Always been brought up to serve, especially like the needs of others before my own. And aside from that, I've just always been overly open, overly nice, overly honest. And I think all of that's just a bad mixture when it comes to individual choice. And some people see that. Some people don't. You know, the people that do either acknowledge it and do their best to help, or some people see it and they take advantage. And, life is full of different types of people. I don't even know why I'm ranting about this. I just say all this to say, I just explain it all because it can be hard to say no. I understand also that this isn't for everyone. Like some people have a lot easier time saying no. Some people can slap a no on it and slide away. And, big kudos to those people. I wish you guys happy sliding. But this right here, what we're doing, this is for the people who are like me in a sense where it's a lot harder to say no. If you've been through anything similar or just saying no in any aspect, like within anything, I'm very sorry for any of the guilt that you may feel when it comes to stuff like that. That guilt is not yours. Those bad feelings are not yours. Any of that you may feel, honestly, is just a mix of the other person's nasty ass energy for not being, open and respectful. That's a mix of their nasty ass energy and just a mix of like any just small feelings that you may feel aside. It's not, all of that is not yours. And I'm really sorry. But if you know what makes you uncomfortable and you express that, like you know it and you communicate it, that's all you have to do. And I promise you that none of that guilt is yours and you should not feel any of it. What you should feel is disgusted by the twerp that obviously didn't hear you when you said no thank you. It is okay to say no, especially if you are trying to protect yourself. But in all situations, if you feel that you need to, it is very okay to say no. It's actually more than okay to say no. And again, I am so sorry for anything that you may feel. That guilt is not yours. Please, this is coming from me, so please, and let them know that I told you to tell them, and let all of them know. Please let them have that guilt. That is not yours. What you should feel, truly and honestly, is immense love for everything inside of you that decided to stand up and stand by you. You should feel very, very proud of yourself. Very fucking proud. And a lot of love for you. And if you want to say no, say no. It is that, I say it is that simple. I'm not saying it to you. I'm saying it is that simple for them, It's that simple. It is a 2-letter word with a simple definition, for Christ's sakes. These folks are getting no more passes. If they got any questions about it, you better point them to a dictionary and tell them to go to the section of N and O and have them define it for themselves. That's it. Okay. That's it for this video. That was a very strange day. I literally went home, had a song on repeat, and cried all night. And as whack and weird as that sounds, it was helpful. Because otherwise I probably would have just been mad about it and probably festered in it for weeks. And that's healthy, ain't it? But, man, that was painful. And it was really, and it wasn't painful because it was like, it wasn't painful because of that specific dude, Because whack-ass people will be like, will think it's all about them, honestly. And, like, he was a catalyst or a piece of it, obviously. But it was really painful because it felt like a situation I'd stared in the face so many times where I had a piece of myself that I just wanted for myself, or something that I needed to protect for me. And it just felt like there's so many times where I do for others, and I just always give in ways that they don't even see. Just because I'm doing it, I'm not talking about it. I'm not having to go around talking about it. I'm just doing it. I'm just being it. And I help so much for others. And sometimes when it just comes to wanting to be for me, It seems like a huge ass fucking chore for some of these men or people in general. So it's like crazy. And it just hurts to not feel like I have any piece of myself within anything. Like I'm not a member of the board. Like I can't do anything, but you want me there for the party. Fiesta salsa. But I'm just not a member of the board. You know what I'm saying? Very fucking weird. I have a decision in things, and also not just a decision, but what my heart says it fucking counts, and what your heart says it counts too. It's disappointing when people don't understand that. They take. Either ways, probably losing space on this. Probably gonna die soon. So, love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribe. I hope it helps. And please love yourself. You deserve it. Bye, guys. It's not running out yet, but it might soon. It only had a second on it. What? How is it going past? It told me I only had 10 minutes and 28 seconds. What the fuck? Look at me, I'm magic. Magically sick. Oh, damn, there we go.